Welcome to Talker and Riyadh, the Wheel of Time showcast. I am your host, Joe Perry, here with my co-hosts, Jen Isgro and Tom Kokoza. How you doing, Jen?
I'm doing great, Joe. It's been a big week.
Really?
We have a new pope.
Oh, yes.
And he's from the United States originally.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And he went to Villanova.
And he's a White Sox fan.
So we've got two things going here, right? So the White Sox win the World Series, right?
Yep.
And then the Knicks have three Villanova graduates, champion graduates on their team. So the Knicks are going to win the NBA Finals.
One of those is much more likely than the other.
Yes, I think so.
But
so Pope Leo, right? Did you guys hear why he picked the name Leo?
I did not.
I didn't hear that.
Apparently he's a big DiCaprio fan.
That's
really
absolutely not true.
Yes. No, I read that somewhere.
Okay, great.
It's true.
You read it on the piece of paper you wrote it down on?
Yes, I read it right here on my notes here when I wrote it this morning.
I'm a little disappointed because it's like there's been 13 Leos. Like, be a little original.
Maybe he is a Leo though. Like maybe he's
his like astrological sign is
Leo. He's big into astrology.
We could figure that out.
Yeah.
Astrology and Catholicism are like pretty much the same thing.
I mean, yeah.
Right there.
I mean, they're all fake. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's move on from that.
And another thing.
While we're here. I think somebody left the chat. They got upset.
It was me.
I thought Jen left the show.
That was Jen. All right.
No, it's fine. It's good.
No news about season 4 yet. We did see though online that there is a for your consideration screening of episode 4, and a panel with Rafe, I believe Rafe, Rosamund, Sharon Gillam, the costume designer, and I think is it Andre, the production designer, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting, something to keep in mind, right? As we get, when did the Emmys pass already? When the hell are the Emmys?
I have no idea.
They passed, right? They were like earlier this year.
They didn't die.
Is it for next year's consideration?
I don't know. Does anybody know when the Emmys are?
I'm looking it up right now.
Somebody knows. Somebody out there.
Let's see. FYC consideration is this week, and
the only awards that I'm concerned about is our awards.
Yes, those are the important ones.
Those are the real awards. That's what everybody wants.
July 15th. All right. I mean, nominations are revealed. Sorry, okay. July 15th. The nominations are revealed.
So it's got to be.
And then,
fall, I guess. All right. So there's a Renew Watt campaign going out there. If you're on social media, look for follow the hashtag Renew Watt. You can sign a petition to renew it. I think we're over 50,000 signatures so far, and everything that I believe when you fill it out, it sends an email to like a bunch of people at Amazon and Sony. A bunch of the actors, even Rafe, I think, has been reposting it recently. So hopefully we'll get a nice jump
Rosman, up. So September 14th, if they make the cut, that's when the Emmys are.
Oh, okay, great. So if you want to renew the Wheel of Time, we're going to need some things to talk about for the next whatever amount of time it is until we find out when do we call it? Like when they officially say it's been canceled, I guess.
Obviously, yes, we would call it then. I'll say this. If WatCon passes, which is really not that far away now, if WatCon passes and we've heard nothing, I'm just going to start to get a little nervous.
Yeah, well,
that's 3 months.
That's the thing, right? They're not just not going to say anything. They'll announce that it's canceled or renewed.
Yeah, but either
way.
The passive cancellation announcements are usually done like once a year, kind of a vibe. Just like
Rafe, I feel like would say something.
I would say
he's not
if it's more than
6
6 months out, if we hear nothing, then I'm going to start to assume.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to keep going until we find out one way or another. So
How about this? How about this? If it gets canceled, we finish it. And the podcast can be about how the three of us continued a television show that we don't.
We do like a voice only kind of television
scenes.
show.
No, we'll
do it like in podcast format. We'll do, like an old radio, the old radio shows.
Yeah, I'll do that, like a radio serial. That'd be
like
cool.
shake something to make thunder.
Yeah.
Right.
Like sound effects, like two coconuts.
Yeah, horses.
I love it.
I love
it. Okay, all right.
We'll get people in the community and they'll come in.
Everybody.
And we'll do somebody's gonna write it though. That's the only thing. We need somebody.
We'll write it. We'll write it.
We know there's some people we know who know how to write TV.
Yes, it's true.
We do literally know people who know how to write TV. So that's it. Okay, that's the plan.
All right. I almost hope now the show gets canceled so we get to do this.
No. Joseph. We could do it anyway.
Watch your mouth,
Joseph.
There's plenty of scenes that aren't going to make it to television.
Leo's listening. So what are we talking about besides just babbling on and on today? We're still looking back at season 3, right? Because we've still got a lot of loose ends to tie up. Back before the season aired, we had all these wonderful actors that were identified through various channels, series, that we knew and didn't know necessarily who they were going to play. So we went through all of them, right? And we all guessed who we thought they were going to be. So we're going to look back at our guesses and see just how right or wrong we were and see which one of us is king of or queen of the, I don't know.
Castle.
Queen of the castle.
Yeah. I think I was queen of the castle last time we did this by like 1 point.
Master of their domain. A little different.
I don't know if that's,
I'm out.
All right.
JFK Jr. coming in this.
All right. I want to recap because we already reviewed a few of these, right? Because there was, when they did the Andorran casting announcement, right? We reviewed those. Shirag Dashlu is Elida. We all got that right. Callum Kerr is Galad. We all got that right. Anthony Kay. Tom and I had both picked as Ivan. And Jen, you had picked as Hamar.
Thanks, Jen.
Oh, that might have been an Omar pick. I don't remember.
Oh, man, there were some that Omar did, right?
Yeah, I have them highlighted here, but I didn't have that one highlighted, so I don't know.
I don't get negative points for things Omar said.
Even though Omar purposely got one wrong.
Right, he got them wrong on purpose.
No, you still get the minus points.
I don't think that was
do we give negative points or do we just only give positive points?
I don't think that was the one he purposely got wrong.
No, he wouldn't pick Hamar. That's you responding to me wanting everybody to be Hamar.
Oh, okay. I know which one it was. Okay. Right. So, and then Olivia Williams is Morghese. So those were the ones which we all got right. So we're going to move on now. Are you all ready to move on? We've got about another 30 plus to go through, but it's not going to take long.
Sure.
Maybe about 50 minutes or so.
That's a good amount of time.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So this one, we have Guy Moody. Now, Guy Moody, we had a name, right? This was one that I believe Watt Series, I think it was Kate from Watt Series who had found this one. It was on his CV that he was playing Child Buyer, the questioner. So I think we all agreed that it was going to be Child Buyer. So what we did for this one is that we picked where he was going to be in the story. So I said he was going to be in the Two Rivers with Dane. Oh, look at that. That's correct.
Wow.
Jen, you said he was going to be in Tanchico. That is not correct. And Tom, you also said he was going to be in Tanchico, which is
also wrong.
Again, not correct. So ring one up for me, I guess.
I win 1-0.
Oh, thank you.
Well done.
All right. Moving on. Nukaka Castorwaldo. All right. Right. She played Bear on the show, or Bear Mies. So now this is I feel like we're going to have to talk about this one, right? Because me and Jen both had a Mies, and Tom, you had a Bear.
Oh boy.
So
I win.
No.
Yes.
Jen,
we're all right.
We're all right.
I would never want to be on anything where Jen's a scorer, by the way.
This is put together a character between these two people. And that's who she is.
Now, oh wait.
What's her name? What's her name on the show? I just don't remember. Can you
Omar
remind
picked
me?
this one. I'm sorry. Omar picked this one for you, Jen. This was an Omar pick.
Well, then you know it's right. So
this might have been one he purposely got wrong. I forget now. Should we get a half point? What do you think? What is everyone thinking here?
You know what I think.
Yeah.
But what does everyone else think?
I think I should get a full point.
Yeah, you're going to
get a point.
Do we, Jen and I, get a half point?
Sure. Yes.
All right. Okay. We're going to get a half point. Jen, it wasn't even your pick. It was Omar's.
Well, which ones are mine? I don't even want to play.
This next one is yours.
Okay.
The last one you did too was yours. Guy Moody's pick. That was you.
Okay.
I'll let you know when it's Omar. All right. Next up, we have Bjorn Landberg, who, of course, played Ruark on the show. I think he did a really good job as Ruark. He made the most of what, he had a very small part, but I thought he made the most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he made a lasting impression. Very large man.
Yeah.
I had Bale, so that's not
tall.
right. Definitely not right.
Correct.
Jen, you had
not appearing in the show.
Yeah. Jen, you had no. Bale was in the show. He was one of the
guys at the end. Yeah.
I think so.
One of the focus guys.
Yeah.
This
he was one of the people that we didn't pick. But I think I had it listed here somewhere. Jen, you had as Modian, which is also not correct.
Way off.
And then Tom, you had Ruark. So point for Tom. Way to go, Tom.
There you go. I didn't remember that I got that right. So
yeah, you did get it right.
I'm even happier now.
All right. Next up, we have Ferdinand McKay, who was listed as playing Elijah. So I think we talked a little bit of, I don't know. This was kind of weird. I don't know what this was we wrote here. Jen and Tom, you both had flashback Aiel, which technically, wait, is he the one who dies?
I think so.
Well, technically they're Dashane Aiel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that counts, I guess. I have it as bandits, so I think I'm totally wrong.
Okay. I think we knew that this guy was in that scene.
Is that what it, I don't know if I
we knew bandits. A bunch of people were in that scene, or we suspected when they cast. They were all together. Casting. Yeah.
Well, they weren't released. Those were the ones Watt series found, I think. But they found them all together, and they were all in Cape Town together and seen together.
Okay.
I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't know if when I wrote bandits, I meant he's going to be in a scene with bandits, but whatever.
I don't think so. You probably wrote that he was going to be a bandit.
Yeah, I guess that's.
You actually meant that he was going to be Johnny Quest's dog bandit.
Yes, I think that's, yeah.
That's what, I don't know why you thought there was going to be a crossover. Or why I remember that Johnny Quest's dog was named Bandit.
I don't even know. I don't know, Tom. All right. Next, we have Salome Gunnarsdottir, who, of course, played Melaine in the TV show. I had her as Chesmal fucking Emery. Nope. Jen, you had her as Alviarin. Nope.
I think I was also wrong on this.
Tom, do you remember who you had?
Brigitte, I think.
Amis.
Oh, well,
but wrong. You were the closest, though.
I was closest, but
you were the closest. Closest for sure.
Right culture.
Yeah. It's interesting because she was in social media pics with Claire Ashite, who plays Alviarin, right? They didn't even probably film together.
Just hanging out.
Some of the Aiel stuff was done. Was some of the Aiel stuff done on set at Jordan Studios in Prague, I think, right? Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why. All right. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Rob McLaughlin, who, Jen, this was an Omar pick, by the way.
Okay.
You weren't here. This was the one you weren't here for. I have him listed as Komar Ajace. Well, so I'm sorry. So who did Rob McLaughlin play? Does anyone know?
No.
Jack Lunault.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have him as Komar Ajace. That's not, I mean, he's an asshole, douchebag like Komar, but I don't think that's what I meant. Tom, you had Komar in TV. I don't know what that means.
In Tarvalon.
Oh, Tarvalon. I was like, of course he's on TV. It's a freaking show.
He's on the TV.
I'm glad you can understand my notes. And then Omar put in Tanchico Millie Skane's friend.
No.
Which he had him right in Tanchico, but not friends with Millie Skane. No. Millie Skane's not even in Tanchico. So we're going to give him a no for that one. All right. Next up, I don't even know who this person is. I should look and see what episode they're in first. Hold on a second. Sorry. I didn't look them up to see what episode they were in.
Riveting content.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Oh, episode 2. Question of Crimson.
Okay.
This is Sala Tervonen. Anyone know who that was? She was actually listed.
Linny?
No. Close. She was listed as Ginny on her CV. So Ginny. And she was Ginny in the show. Here's my question now, because I'm a bad boy. I didn't. She's in episode 2. Does anyone remember who Ginny is in episode 2?
She's one of the girls from the tower? Because
we wrote like descriptions of who Ginny is going to.
What's the actress's name again? This is terrible.
Megan is saying novice.
Like the one with Matt?
Sala Tervonen. No, that's somebody else. That's Clara.
Okay. Clara. Ginny. Is she one of the people that gets killed in Camelin?
Meg Maz is saying it's a novice. How confident are you, Meg, that it's a novice? Because that has some bearing on this. Ginny was Clara's. She's 75% sure.
I'm looking at a picture of her.
Yeah. So anyway, I had her as Damane, which is definitely wrong.
Is she young?
Yeah, she's youngish.
Tom, you had her as Guy Shane, which
also
is definitely wrong. Jen had her as novice watching Galad.
Which is correct.
Oh, Dana's agreeing.
Oh, look at Jen.
Dana Lou gives her a seal of approval. All right, Jen, we're going to give it to you.
I want to hear a bell.
You want a bell?
Yeah, you can't be the only one that gets a bell.
Well, we only did one bell. I can't keep up with everything. Here you go. Here's your bell.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, next up we have Ian Atween. If you remember, Ian Atween was
you remember.
He was tagged in what's his name? The other guy, Marston's picture. Sorry.
What?
I'm like turning it
James Marston?
No, Marston. Picture. He was one of the people
James Marston?
with the bows.
We did this joke already.
Was practicing with the bows, right? We said they were going to probably Two Rivers with Paul Maynard.
Yeah. It was one of the Alcenes.
Well, Paul Maynard and what's his name are Alcenes. That we know. Okay. We didn't know who Ian Atween was. Okay. And we didn't even know if he was really going to be in the show. It was more suspected because he was seen with these other two actors, but not on set, just offset. So anyway, we all picked Dana Lewin, and that was actually Omar's pick as well. And that was wrong because he played Ban Alcine. He was one of the Alcenes.
Okay.
We just didn't think they would cast 3 Alcenes.
That's a lot of Alcine.
It's a lot of Alcenes. Too many Alcenes, some might say.
Jeez. All right. Yeah.
Tom's like, can we finish this?
No. I had a terrible dad joke just popped in my head. I have to stop myself from talking.
No, go ahead for it.
No, it's gone.
Okay.
Too late.
Next up, the aforementioned Claire Hope Ashite, who plays Alviarin on the show. I had her listed as Dylan.
Okay.
There you go. There's your sound effect.
Thank
Jen,
you.
do you remember who you had her listed as?
Absolutely not.
Tarna Fair. At least she was a nice die.
Okay.
And Tom, do you remember who you had her listed as?
I don't.
Donnell.
Also,
Closest.
Closer. I'm weaving it in. We're getting
Getting
close.
warmer. You're getting warmer.
But none of us got that right. And she was seen in Prague with Shora and Salome again. I guess, yeah, they must have been filming those scenes around the same time. All right. Rebecca Root. So Rebecca Root was listed as Lelaine, Keeper of the Chronicles, on her CV. And we knew that she was going to be in a Kieran Donnelly episode, or at least we thought she was going to be in there. So do you remember who she played on the show?
Is she the keeper in episode
Keeper
8?
of the Chronicles?
Yes, in the flashback.
Yeah.
Yep, she's the keeper in the flashback, Rebecca Root. We got this kind of wrong. We all said Egwene's keeper.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be an
future.
accepted test thing.
We thought episode 2 Kieran Donnelly, not episode 7, 8.
Yeah, that's exactly what we thought. What do you think? Is this wrong?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Totally wrong.
We thought it was. We thought yes. This is a real. She really was the keeper, not imaginary the keeper.
Okay. This one, Isabella Bukhari. She, of course, is playing Fail, and everyone but Tom got that right.
Oh, no.
Really?
No, I'm
What
just
did
kidding.
Tom put?
No, I'm just kidding. We all got that right. We all picked Fail.
Was I drinking at the time we did that one?
We were dead at the time.
I was with Steve.
All right. Robert Strange. Jen, you were not here for this one. This was an Omar pick. Of course, Robert Strange. You all remember who Robert Strange played on the show, right?
Yes. You want us to say it?
The mayor
Joe.
of Zubilee Zoo.
What is your need?
I need you to say who he played.
The Eelfin.
Yes, he was the Eelfin. We all had him listed as Finn.
Oh, good.
Yes.
But it wasn't me.
Point
But I get
for
the
Omar.
point. Thanks, Omar.
Omar's going to win this. He's not even here. All right. Next up, we have Anne Agbamo. Now, here's the problem with this one. I couldn't find her listed as being in the Wheel of Time, so we're probably going to skip. We're just going to have to skip over
Who
her.
did we have her as? Because it's wrong if it's somebody else.
I had her as Flashback Aiel, and you and Tom, Jen, had her as Maiden of the Spear.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter then.
But she was not on the show, I don't think. At least I couldn't find her on IMDb as being on the show. So
Maybe she was in one of the.
maybe she's uncredited.
Yeah, or if she was cast and they didn't film that scene. Like they had the one where the Maidens of the Spear were formed. And they didn't film it.
Yeah. Or maybe What Series was wrong.
Stop.
They were wrong once.
They were wrong once.
Once. Just once.
Once, Johnny.
All right, we'll skip this one then.
Okay.
Kieran Cabali Dwyer. He was listed on a CV as Charlin. And he played on the show Charlin. Do you remember who Charlin is?
Is that one of the kids from the flashback?
Well, yeah, he's one of the three, with Lou and his two friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Ferdinand McKay,
all of these
Charlin
people,
and Elijah.
All of these people are going on the WatCon trivia page, so I hope everybody remembers the spelling of their names and the characters they played.
Charlin's the one who dies, who gets killed by the bandit.
Yeah.
Oh, you said the other one got killed earlier. What was his name?
Elijah? I said, did he get killed? I couldn't remember who was.
Elijah. So it was.
I just saw a
Lewin,
picture.
Elijah, and Charlin. Yeah, Charlin got killed.
I saw the picture and I was like, no, this is the guy who dies.
Okay, yeah.
We all had him listed as Flashback Aiel.
All right, got that.
So we got that right, all three of us. Let's go with someone else. There we go.
We share it. One third of the bell each.
The saver.
I'm not getting you on 3 bells for 3 people.
Yeah.
Maybe the bell should be special and we should only use it if all of us get it right or all of us get it wrong.
Okay. You don't want to waste the bell.
I don't want to waste the bell.
Hey, there's only so much bell.
It's only so many clicks this bell has on it.
People are going to start leaving if there's too much bells.
Yeah.
Right.
We need more bell, right? Should I start exploring this? I should start exploring the space with the bell. All right. Diana Dolinkova. So she played Colleen in episode 304. Anyone know who
Colleen
was in 304?
Is that the one who's leaving when they separate? The woman who has like a couple of lines?
No, I think this is one of the girls who was taken by the bandits. Not his sister, the other one, maybe?
Okay. Well, the other one's sister then. It was Matt's sister.
Matt. Analog Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's the other girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So we had her all listed as flashback Aiel.
Awesome.
That's I think we should get a point for that, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
There we go. There's our point. There was our point. All right. Next up, we have DM Camille. Does anyone know who DM Camille played on the show?
Yes.
Yes.
Go for it.
Sutama?
Yeah.
You guys could just shout it out when I said
I'm worried I'm wrong. Sutama, right?
Yes, she plays Sutama on the show. We had I mean, there were no clues as to who she was going to be playing. Yeah. So, of course, we all got it wrong. So I'm going to do this now. I had her as Hareen. Jen, you had her named as unnamed Sea Folk, and we all went the Sea Folk route. Tom, you had her as Coin Din Jabai.
Oh boy. Oh well.
Yeah, not even close. We all went the Sea Folk route, I guess, because we had no clue who she was going to be. Little did we know there was a Sea Folk in here. Sea Folk amidst us. All right.
Not amidst us.
All right. The famed Jonathan Ojanaka.
For those of you listening, I just want to take a second. For those of you listening, not watching this, the face that Joe made when he made that sound is what caused me to laugh so much.
Yes.
There was a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know who Jonathan Ojanaka is?
No. Oh, is he the handsome harbor master?
Yes! Go, Jen.
I had to think about who you were so excited about.
Jonathan Ojanaka was listed as handsome harbor master, which is who he played on the show. Do you want to know who we thought Jonathan was?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. We didn't know.
Jen, since you asked, I will go to you first. You had him listed as just somebody referred to by another character.
Oh, well.
That handsome harbor master over there.
Tom, you were close. You had him listed as Tanchikin who flirts with Nynaeve.
It's not too far off. He didn't really.
He's a flirt with her.
He doesn't really.
Does he talk to her or to Min? He talks to Min. Yeah.
He talks to Min.
Yeah, I was about to say, he doesn't even talk to Nynaeve, so you were close, though.
Nynaeve's in the scene that he's in.
Yeah. You could argue, if you said Tanchikin who flirts with Min.
Oh, then I would have. That doesn't mean. Tanchikin, who gets sent to his death by Min.
I think
he's the one who's going to get killed by Cheyenne, right?
Cut. Yeah, I feel like he must have had a scene that was cut.
Why do you say that?
Because why would you call him the handsome harbor master? He's just like a bar patron. You could be handsome. Like, there's nothing. Why is he referred to as the harbor master if you don't see him at the harbor?
Doesn't he make reference to the harbor doesn't he say that's how he saw? He was down at the harbor? I don't know.
No, they're doing work at the old Renault place.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think, and I also kind of was wondering, like, does he actually die? Because Jean doesn't live much longer than this. So I think maybe there was a scene where she killed him or something, and it was near the harbor.
Oh, I guess that would have to have happened, right? Because Min's never wrong. So
exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna put that into my head canon that before they went to get the
maybe that's how
bracelet.
That's a
she figures
question.
out.
That guy.
It's a question for Rafe. Put it down.
It is. Yeah.
Does he die with balefire? That's my
Did the
question
handsome
for you.
harbor master in fact die? He's gonna give us a waffo.
Yeah, that's going to be brought up in season 4.
It's an important thing.
Yet.
It's an important loop to tie up. I had him as interacts with sea folk, which was no, that didn't happen at all. So there you go. I mean, I'm sure he did interact with sea folk at one point, but we just didn't see it. Probably in that deleted
in his
scene,
lifetime.
Jen. Probably in that scene, Jen, where he was down at the harbor.
Right, when they pull up to drop them off.
Yeah.
And the sea folk are like, no ugly harbor master. Give us the handsome one.
We want the handsome one. All right. The next,
just harbor master.
I'm going to ask Sharon: was he dressed as a harbor master? Like, does his costume have like specific?
I bet you it does. I bet you any amount of money it does.
How much do you want to bet he was an extra and they said, we're going to give we need to give somebody lines for this scene. So they just pulled him and said, okay, you're handsome. Let's pull this harbor master guy to do the lines.
Yeah. He's like, I'm the harbor master. He came up with it. Like a backstory for his character.
Backstory for his character.
Yeah. And they were like, all right, fine. You're the handsome harbor master.
He went on IMDb.
I didn't put thank you. I didn't say handsome. I appreciate that.
He has an IMDb.
That's very nice of you.
He has an IMDb Pro account and it was listed as just harbor master and he went up there and put handsome harbor master. He's just paying some.
He actually put stunningly handsome and then someone else edited it down.
Yes. A little too much there. I'll give him he's just handsome. All right, the next one. The next one we all got right. This was Olamide Olarunfumi. Do you remember who that is?
No, but I just want to say I'm thankful that your job is to read these names, and our job is to not.
Olamide Olarunfumi.
Okay, who's that?
Olarunfemi. I don't know. That was Ispan.
We all had her as Ispan?
Yeah. Well, we knew she was
Did
Ispan.
they tell us she was?
Yes. John. This was a John. What up? Find.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't feel like we should get credit when they told us who it was going to be. And
we have faith in
we
John.
We wrote it down.
We believe John.
Okay.
We showed our support for him, and we deserve to be rewarded with a point.
I believe in Harvey Dent and One Up John.
From One Up.
Yeah, those are the two people.
Okay.
Those are the only two people.
Neither of them will ever steer me wrong.
No, they won't. All right. Next up, we had Paul Maynard. Do you know who Paul played? I mentioned him before.
And Alcine.
Yeah, he's Jack Alcine. He was listed as Jack Alcine. It was a Watt Series find. It was under his CV. And he does in fact play Jack Alcine. Jen, this was an Omar pick though, so.
This is Jack J-A-C.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Jack Lunault, which is J-A-Q.
Yes.
And is that guy Jack Lunault? Or is he like the grandson of Jacques Lunault?
No, he's Jacques Lunault.
He is Jacques Lunault, but she hears the name Lunault and remembers.
Yes.
Right.
The other guy was Lunault. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I just want to make sure. Just got to get that straight in my head.
I mean, they could also both be Jack. It could.
I guess. Yeah.
He names his son after himself. So.
It's not his son. That's like his great grandson.
Yeah.
Grandson after himself. Yeah. It's a family name. All right. Not
anymore.
So Jack Alcine, we all got.
It's true. They're all gone now.
They're all dead. Jack Alcine, we all got correct. So, bing.
Yeah, all right.
Jared.
I'm not keeping track at all. Are we keeping track of what our scores are here?
No.
I have it.
I'm winning, right?
Okay.
Sure.
Gabriel Lunault Snur.
Yes. Gabe knows. That's why I love Gabe.
Is he credited as that?
No, he's credited as Jack Lunault.
No, the guy from the flashback that Leandrin kills. That's
that's a good question. All right, somebody go look that up while we're doing this. Was that episode 6?
Episode 7.
I'm not sure.
No, episode 7 is all what's it called?
Oh yeah, right.
Two Rivers. It must be. It must.
I think it's 6. Somebody go look that up. See what that guy's name is. Lunaldsner. Next up, we have Jared Dorick. The disappointing Jared Dorick. Do y'all know who he played?
I feel like I recognize that name a little bit, but that's a little mean. Why is he disappointing?
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Oh, okay.
He didn't write. Maybe I should say. Okay, no, I'm not gonna. That'll give it away.
Is it Jaichim?
Yes, Jaichim. We all got it wrong though because we said Jacob Carradine, and they said Jaichim. So we're changing that.
Stop.
Get out of here.
Look, we were disappointed that Boris does not exist, but like that scene did not disappoint.
Yeah,
that scene is creepy as fuck.
It was really good. I mean, just I mean, the whole scene is just Leia Costa sticking her finger in his mouth. Like that's the scene for me because it's just so bizarre and creepy. Yeah. That's all I need. This was another John What Up reveal. So John is not steered us wrong. See, we believe in John. We get rewarded.
That's right.
All right. Oh, a favorite of season 3, Olivia Popica. This was an Omar pick, but we already had her. This was her CV had her listed as Cheyenne. Yeah. So, we believed in Watt's series.
Good job, Omar.
That's it. Yeah, the only thing I can say is the only thing I can be upset about is that she's not going to be in future seasons of the show.
Yeah.
She's so good.
So good. It's so good. So good. Just like she says in the show.
She's got to pay me royalties for that.
She didn't write it.
The show does. Who wrote that? Who wrote that episode?
That's episode 1. That was Justine, I think, who wrote the first episode.
Justine. I need like 5 cents every time it's played, so I'm a millionaire now.
What if she mentions that she's a big fan of the podcast and of yours, and that's why she put that line in there?
That would be amazing. Then I don't need the money. I'll take that.
I'll take the love.
It's so good. Never said by anyone else ever before.
It's in the credits. If you stop it in the credits, it's like, you know, when they put all the songs and like all the titles and credit. It's so good by Jen.
It's so good by Jen Isgrove. Talk around reality.
Yeah.
Now I have to write that song.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I thought you were going to do like
so good.
Yeah, right. That's okay. So good.
No. I
thought you were going to do like You're No Good. Like that one.
No, it's so good. Yeah, just change the word hurt to it's.
Yeah, the whole song's the same except
it's so good. You try to submit that to One Idol and see what they say. Like, no, I changed it.
Come on, baby, make it so good.
Make it so good.
That's the
make it. It's so good.
Just submit that as a legit parody and see what people say.
No, I actually started. I didn't even tell you guys yet. I won't say what song it is, but there was something that Joe you had mentioned years ago, like a chorus, and I was like kind of struck, so I started working on it. I'll tell you after the show. I'm not saying it, but
okay.
I don't know. I have 2 ideas, but that's one of them. I think it could be really good. But
yeah, we got to start working on it. Coming up with
I know.
It's only 4 months away, and we probably won't start working on it until about 2 weeks. Well, 3 months.
When is it?
It's going to be before, I think, in July, early July, or late June, I guess.
It's like a month and a half.
Oh,
it's
2 months. Sorry,
May 9th.
I can't do math.
Like 4 months. Is it in October? When is it? All right.
We'll of course wait.
We always wait to the last. Yeah, we always wait to the last.
And I always have to. Yeah, I always have to rush to do the video.
Yeah. That's all we have. Yeah.
I'm always like, I'm not doing
grand ideas for the video. Yeah. All right, what can we do in our individual?
We're gonna get together. We're gonna do costumes.
It usually gets to a point where I'm like, I'm not doing a video, guys. We're just gonna put the lyrics up there, and then I'm like, we put something together real quick. Anyway, next up we have Natasha Kolac. This was an Omar pick. Do you know who she played?
Yeah.
Who?
Savannah.
Yeah. You guys keep doing that. Just say it. Just say who they played. When I say you know who they played, say the name.
Savannah.
Now, this might be the one that I think Omar
got wrong.
Intentionally got wrong. He said Sulin, but something tells me he knew who this was. I don't think we ever. I think we tried to ask him after the show came out, but he didn't remember. So we can't even go back to him to find out.
So he got 2 wrong. One of them was intentional.
Yeah, one of them I think he just didn't know.
Right.
I had her listed as Jolene, the one who gets injured, right, and dies.
Yes.
In, I guess that's the Dragon Reborn, right? It's on the way to Tyr, right? That's what happens. Yeah. Tom, you had her as Leia, which is also wrong, which means 3 wrong, and you know what that means.
I feel like we should pretend to get electric shocked.
Yeah, or like, maybe we need to change it to like a wah,
a hand buzzer.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's better, I think. All right. Next up, we have
sad trombone.
Yeah. Next up, we have Carmela Bonomi. Does anyone remember? So we actually had her name.
I don't know.
We got it right because we had the name. This was a Watts series find.
Carmela Bonomi.
Yeah, Carmela Bonomi.
No, I don't know.
Carmela Bonomi.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody from Staten Island.
It does. I think Joe went to high school with her.
Carmela. I went to school with one Carmela, and it was in grammar school. I don't think there were any Carmelas in high school.
Okay.
Carmela Frontieri. That was Carmela in grammar school.
So it's close.
Not Bonomi. Carmela Bonomi played Jurin Dinjubai White Wing.
Oh.
She was our sea folk.
Which one?
I think Jurin was the captain, the sail mistress.
Okay. Did the wind fighters have lines? I can't remember. She did?
No, just the one had the line.
No?
Yeah, just the one. I think just Carmela Jurin was the only one who spoke.
Okay.
So she talked about. Remember, it was weird because she's the one who was talking to Nynaeve about like her block and getting rid of the 1 power, and I was like, well, how would she know? She can't channel. I don't know. Maybe they work so closely with the Windfinders.
Yeah.
I don't know. Didn't make sense to me, but I think that was just something. The dynamic of the scene. They needed one of them to be channeling while the other one talks. They didn't want to take up time and have to have one stop channeling and then go talk.
Right.
Yep.
All makes sense.
Or like be talking while they're
every moment is precious.
Dancing in the wind.
Next up, we have Anya Marson. We knew who Anya was, and we got it right. Does everyone here remember who Anya was?
No.
I'll give you a hint. There was another actor also cast in the same role.
Oh, was Anya the old Latra?
Yep, old Latra. Yep, old Latra. Yeah.
Aged. Wise, aged, learned
Wide
Latra.
aged Latra.
What, Joe?
Wise aged Latra.
Wise.
He's channeling me tonight.
I started reading something while I was talking, and I thought I could read and talk at the same time, but it just didn't work. I don't recommend it, people. Don't try that.
I'm going to go Mambo Dog Face in the Banana Patch.
If I could have said all that while I was reading, that would have been quite a feat. Much better than what I did. All right. Next up, we have Nicole Sherwin. Does anyone remember who she played?
Leanne.
Yeah, I think it's Leanne, but okay.
Leanne. She played Leanne.
That is correct, Jen. Both you and I correctly guessed Leanne. Or Leanne. Tom, you did not guess correctly.
What did I guess?
You listed her as a Mies.
I asked 2 people as a Mies, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess you were hedging your bets.
Did you know that 2 people were going to come together to play that character? You must have known.
Somehow, subconsciously,
2 characters.
Through the
you did it reverse though. You had 2 characters playing one, 2 actors playing one character, but it's really one actor playing 2 characters.
Playing 2 characters, yeah.
So you were there. You were close. Well, this was right because this was after she had posted on social I think it was Instagram about Bjorn Landberg being her work husband or whatever. And I don't think
she's only in that one scene though, right?
Yeah. Maybe there might be 2 scenes in that episode that she's in, but that's just the one episode.
Okay.
I can't remember. I know, right? There's the one where they first show up, right? And there's like Shade of My Heart and they kiss. But I don't know if there was another scene with her in it, like where she was kind of in the background.
Maybe.
Don't remember. Maybe after Lan talks to little Alcera about her zucchinis.
Dude, I was gonna say, is she in the scene? Is she in the scene where they're eating?
Squashy.
When she's like, when Amanda's training Rand about you use your right hand.
She might be at the table there. All right, this next one. Oh, this was one that we all got right, but again, we knew this one ahead of time. We're
so good at this, guys.
Zuzana, so good at
I feel like we should not include those.
I know.
That's all right.
Well, you know what we tried to do? We did it later on with the other ones. And remember the ones that we knew, we were trying to guess a little bit about what that character was going to be doing. So I guess we didn't do that for all of them because I think we did these at different times.
Yeah.
So Susanna Hadkova. Do you remember who Susanna Hadkova played? She was in a episode directed by Kieran Donnelly.
That's half the episodes.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'll say this, the first block. Think Andor.
Oh, is this Lenny?
Yep. This is Lenny.
I feel like we get credit for that. Okay.
Yeah. That's where you get. I'm going to make us earn these. That was an easy one. Next up, we had Luke Featherston. So we already went through this one, though. Just to recap it, I said Luke, so I got it wrong. And then Jen and Tom, you both said Gawain and got it right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Next up, Theresa Discoa.
Theresa Discoa.
Now, we knew who this one was going to be.
Are we going to Discoa what part she played?
Oh, no. Okay, Fozzie.
Waka waka. Waka.
Oh my God.
Wolf digestion powers.
Thank you, Tom.
There's some dry humping involved.
Yeah. Does anyone know who Theresa Discoa played?
Oh.
Migraine. Do y'all know who Migraine is?
Migraine.
Is that the wise one in the caveman Aiel flashback? The one guy, the one where Ram looks like Triple H?
No, but you're on the right track.
Is it the first maid of the spear?
That's what I was saying.
That's who Tom was saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Migrant.
Well, she wasn't the first maid, right? Rafe said that she was. They had originally planned for her to be the first maiden, but then they changed it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Rand's
there
sister.
You go. Thank you, Dana Lou. Dana Lou is right. This is Lewin's sister, the one who gets kidnapped.
Right.
The other girl who gets kidnapped.
The one immediately rats in her brother.
Rats on
he killed her. Sorry. It's not. She's doing the right thing.
You just want him to turn around and go, I should have left you there to die.
She's the worst person.
Yeah, she's definitely the worst of all those people.
She definitely is, 100%. Except for the guys the bandits and stuff.
How about the raping murderers?
No. The people there when she tells on her brother of that group of people in that scene, she's the worst person.
Yes, absolutely. All you had to do was say nothing.
Yeah,
you didn't have to lie. Just shut your mouth.
But then the dragon would not be reborn. Like it needed to happen.
That's true. It did. The pattern. It was all the pattern. Yeah. It wasn't her fault. It was the pattern.
Pattern made her a terrible person.
We'll give her a pass on that.
She was woven that way.
Yeah.
Just like a rabbit.
Next up.
Yeah, it's it.
Next up, we have Synnøve Makodi Lund.
Yes.
Lindra.
Yes.
Shouted it out just like you asked.
Tom.
Is that who I had as Brigida?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I know I cast Brigida on this show.
Now, this might be the one that Omar potentially purposely got wrong or partially got right. So this was my Melisandre pick, and Omar went with me with Melisandre. Do I get a half a point because it was it was half correct?
Yeah, I think you get a half point.
Okay, so me and Omar get a half a point on that one. I guess they didn't need to do the Ascendra part. It would have been fun.
Well,
Jen?
I'm still waiting.
You wanted a lot more boning in this season.
Yes, I had a lot more boning in this season.
I'm still waiting for my favorite character from the Waste who has not made an appearance and probably won't.
There's still a chance.
Mr. Hadnan Kadir.
Yeah, they're still in the Waste at the end of the season, Jen, so it's not over yet. And technically, Kadir doesn't show up until, right?
No, he
does show
around.
up in the he does show up.
He shows up. But he doesn't die until they're in Carrion in the books.
Yeah.
They're at the docks.
He can appear somewhere else. He's a peddler.
This is true.
And it's okay as long as his skin gets ripped off.
He'll peddle your book somewhere else.
As long as his skin gets ripped off, then I'm cool. That's it. That's all that has to happen.
I don't want the skin I want it to inflate like a balloon in the wind. Like, if that doesn't happen, just him skinned alive is not enough for me. I want that to get thrown into the air and the air catch it. And the Hadnan balloon momentarily appears.
Not gonna happen.
Hey, Kadir, go get your peddler wagon.
Right,
it's just Joe Pesci and what's his name? Joe Pesci is Kadir. Or all right. Next up we have Nuno Lopez.
There we go.
You all know who Nuno played, right?
He's Ravi.
Yep. And guess who got that right?
Yep.
You?
Nope.
No.
Omar.
Omar. Omar.
I had him as not being in the show, which was clearly incorrect. Tom, you had him as
Asmodean?
Yep, Asmodean, but not.
Is a half? Well,
no, it was a half a point.
I wasn't saying a half a point. I do not argue. I'm gonna point Grubber. I was gonna say at least I was like in the Forsaken.
Yes, you're right. He was a Forsaken, and I would have accepted either Lord Gabriel or Ravin.
Right.
So, yeah, Omar's the only one who got that right. I think I had a feeling he knew that one. We'll give it to you, Omar. Frederick
Give it to
Wagner.
Bum, bum, bum.
Frederick Wagner.
I know it.
You do? Oh, I think, yeah, Jen, you know this, right? Go for it.
Muradin.
That's right.
Muradin.
Muradin. Kuladin. Muradin.
So bothersome.
Jen, do you remember who you thought it was?
No. Definitely said Muradin, though. Maybe you spelled it wrong.
It's a fun name to say.
Hadnan Kadir.
No. More fun. He's a sailor. Florin Gelb.
Oh.
You had it as Florin Gelb.
Yes.
Florin
Gelb. It's such a fun name to say.
That is a fun name to say.
So that was incorrect. Tom, you had him as Aiel who gets killed by Trolloc.
So close.
Aiel who gets killed.
Less is more in these things. We got to just be very vague.
Yeah.
So here's one thing. I think we knew that there was a
life cast
made of his head. So we knew that he was going to die probably with a head wound.
Yes.
And so we were trying to like reverse engineer that.
That was
we
your
never
thought.
Rip eyes out.
No.
Rip old eyes out. It's really was the first thing you should have went to.
Yeah. I had him as the not so handsome harbor master.
So mean.
So that's a no. Well, I thought the life cast was because they were going to be putting like these prosthetics on him to make him look ugly. I wasn't saying that he's ugly.
Right. They would need serious prosthetics to make that man up.
Yes. That's how good looking he is. So
he had two handsome harbor masters.
None of us got that right.
It'd be crazy. The harbor would just be a madhouse.
Yes.
No one would want to leave. They wouldn't go into the city.
All right. Next up, we have Claire Dunn.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember who
That's
Claire Dunn
Galena.
was?
Galena.
That is right. That is Galena. Does anyone remember who they thought Claire Dunn was going to be? Jen, yours jibes with our breakdown prediction that was wrong and kind of threw the ending into a tizzy the second half.
Oh, Geenan?
Yes.
Uh,
That really
wow.
screwed us up on our predictions. Noah Keenan.
Yes.
Tom, you had her as other Aes Sedai in the Latra flashback. So I mean, you had her Aes Sedai. That was close.
I feel like I'm around it sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I had her as Royal Palace Lady in Waiting, so that was not even.
She had a much bigger and better book than we gave her credit for.
Yep. Sorry, Claire.
That's all right. Claire, I could listen to you read the phone book. Lovely voice.
Yeah, you were good in this. I looking forward to seeing you in the next seasons. All right, next up was one that we all got correct. No, we didn't know it in advance.
Ooh, look at us.
We all studied really hard for this one. Cameron Jack. Cameron Jack is Samael. We all got that right.
Right. I also would have accepted as Moody.
Because he gets captured and dies?
Yes.
I don't know if I would have given the
He gets captured and shielded, and they say, you're going to trade him, and then another Forsaken comes and kills him.
Yeah, but he didn't actually train him, and there was no music.
I'm just,
played.
yes, but I feel like Statue was wrong. No Asmodean on the show. Like, that's.
I don't know.
Well, let's put it this way. If they sign a deal to make like, okay, we're giving you 2 more seasons, right? Let's say that, or 3 more seasons, let's say.
Sure.
Rafe's going to have to readjust his timeline and have to cut storylines and likely people. So
no.
He could get cut. Yeah. All right. This next one we all got correct. But that's not because it's because we had it already. This is probably one of Tom's favorite actresses on the show.
Raksha Hoost.
Raksha Hoost.
The Lady Cheyenne, right?
Yes. Cheyenne, who is, I think on IMDb, she's listed as Cheyenne, Dark Friend Captain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but she doesn't really last. She doesn't do Lady Cheyenne in the books justice. Or Millie Skane.
But she is. She does have an awesome name.
Okay. Next up, we have Tandy Sebi or Sebi.
Wait, who did we have as Raksha Hoost?
We knew.
Cheyenne, Lady Cheyenne.
As saying, oh, we knew.
I said we all got it right at the beginning. Yeah, we knew ahead of time. She was listed as Cheyenne.
Okay.
The next one we have Tandy Sebe or Sebi. This one we all got right. Omar was the one here for this one. Based on her CV, she was listed as Celinda, and she was Celinda, so we got that all right.
Good for us. We can read.
Yeah, we're pretty good. We can look at information and read it and comprehend it.
Repeat it back to others.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Leah Cron. She was listed as messenger. So we, in the spirit of this, came up with some thoughts about what her role as a messenger would be on the show. Now, she was a messenger dark friend in episode 307. I don't remember there being was there a messenger? I don't remember a messenger.
She's the person who comes to say, like, she comes back.
Oh, we need reinforcements.
To the Waygate to be like, where are the reinforcements?
Oh, okay. Thank you. I couldn't remember what the messenger was. So this is what.
I guess we got to kill a bunch more people.
Jen, do you know what?
I believe I probably said she was a messenger. Something to do with the Saldeans.
Yes, you did.
The Saldeans are coming.
Tom, do you remember what you said?
Did I have it with the Matt goes to Andor story?
No, you literally had a line, a line that she would say. That's how you described her, as the line she would say.
I have a message for you, sir.
No, we're right fucked.
I also had her. Did we know she was in that episode?
I don't think so, but I think
Or do we know like she was with Kieran Donnelly or something that we all, because I feel like that's also
maybe that came up later on. Yeah,
that's also like that's I had her give a message to Perrin. We're right fucked.
Yeah, we knew she was going to be in episode 307 Golden Eyes. I have it listed here as a note. So yeah, we're right fucked, Lord Perrin. I think something like that. I had her saying the Trollocs are retreating. So we all had her as a good messenger, but, it's on the right side, but no, she was a dark. So we got no. I mean, they were right fucked, but she never said that. Okay. Next up, we have Michael Lindahl. Jen, one of the most disappointing roles for you, probably. Do you know
Lord
who this
Luke?
was? Yep, Lord Luke. Tom, you were right. Lord Luke. Jen,
Yes.
you remember who you had?
No.
Daniel Lewin.
Oh,
Did
man.
you have Daniel Lewin twice?
We need Lewin on this show.
Oh, no, Omar picked Daniel Lewin the other time. I had him as Two Rivers Blacksmith. So that's
Aram.
I mean, he might as well have been one of these characters.
But, no. There's no buzzer there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. And now I get a ding. No, I get a ding to erase your buzzer.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. Sorry about that. I was looking at the one above. When I look back, yeah, he might as well have been a Two Rivers Blacksmith with Daniel Lewin for what he did. But sure, okay.
Yep.
We'll go with it. We have one left. Iman Marson. This is one we all guessed.
It's like the third person with the last name Marzin.
No, two people with Marson. I had mentioned this guy before when we talked about what's his name.
When we talked about what's his name? I got it now.
Ian Atween.
Oh, he's
And
another
Paul Maynard.
Alcine, this guy?
He is the other Alcine. This was
Will Alcine?
Yep, this is Will Alcine.
dad?
This is the handsome one.
Yeah, this is Will, the handsome
They're
one.
both-
The
they're
dad,
both
Paul,
handsome.
Paul
I
Maynard,
was say, that's so mean.
was Jack Alcine.
No, Will Alcine is the handsome one in the books, right?
Oh, okay. Jack Alcine's the dad,
Yes.
Yeah.
and Will Alcine's the son, and then there was another kid.
Ban Alcine is the other
This is
son.
the younger
Ban
son.
Alcine.
Ban
That's right.
Alcine. So we all got this right, Jen. This was an Omar pick, though. So we'll take the point.
Okay.
Will Alcine. This is we didn't know who he was either. We kind of just guessed this one, just because we figured, right. We had all those clues that they were Two Rivers people. They were bows.
Yeah.
There was that leaked script with Perrin and what we think was Jack Alcine. So we were like, oh yeah. So we kind of put this together, and he was a handsome guy. So
Sure.
was he as handsome as the handsome harbor master? That I don't know. All right. Shall I total these up? Why don't you guys banter wittily while I do some math?
Sure. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for any sort of banter, Jen. I'm really open. Okay, Jen, if you were elected Pope, since you had some issue with Leo the 14th, what would your papal name
Papal
be?
name?
I don't know. I something original. Like I haven't
Extra
thought
crispy?
about it.
Sorry.
Something like new and fresh. Like
I don't think it's. I mean, I think it has to be somewhat biblical, doesn't it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, Leo. I don't know. There's no Leo in the Bible. I mean, I'm not.
There probably is.
I'm sure there is. I would go
Pope?
John. I would go John Luke. And
Jean-Luc Picard?
Jean-Luc
yes,
Picard?
yes, that's exactly why. I would be John Luke, and then if people got it, they got it.
Pope. I don't know.
Let's be a saint's name.
You do Simon. What about? Has there been a Pope Simon? Like Simon Peter?
The first one.
The original. I know,
No,
but
that was
like
that was
recently.
Peter.
Simon. It's Simon Peter.
Simon Peter.
Oh, it is Simon Peter.
Simon, yeah.
I don't think this is like. How about
Pope James. I'm sure there's been all these.
Oh,
popes.
that's probably Pope James. Yeah,
what
Honestly,
about a
list
Wheel
of
of Time
popes.
name?
it's got to be a saint, so you got to like match it up.
How many popes have there been? Let's
Jack
see.
Lunault.
No.
Michael.
How many popes have there been? Let me see. There have been.
Pope
Anybody want to
Perrin?
guess how many popes there have been?
I will guess.
Wait, I can't. This is the longest list I've ever seen. I thought it was going to be like 35
Jen, and
popes.
since 0. I'm going to guess there's been.
Guess.
I'm going to guess there's been 7,000 popes.
No, you're way over. 267 popes.
That seems light.
Well, this is according to Wikipedia, which is the be-all, end-all of all.
All right,
things.
that makes sense. That makes sense. It's a pope every about 7 years or so.
I'm gonna look up Pope Simon and see if that's a person. No, it just says St. Peter. That's what I would have went with. Pope Simon. Go to the source, and that's it. Just
All
like
right.
So by original, you mean the original pope?
Right.
Are you ready for
I didn't
the
mean
scores?
that. No, Joe, you asked for this.
I didn't ask you to talk about the Pope.
You said banter. We went topical. Sorry.
There's nothing banter. You can't banter about the Pope.
I feel like
a cigar.
I feel like me saying my name if I were elected Pope would be the captain of the Enterprise D is banter-ish.
Yeah, that was pretty banterish. All right, are we ready though for the totals?
Yes.
All right, so Jen, technically Omar came in last with 8, but that's because he didn't pick as many.
Oh, I thought that was Omar making me come in last. Okay,
No.
sorry.
No. Jen, you came in second to last with 17. Well, that's because again you weren't here. But if we add the 2 yours together, you had 25.
Okay.
All right. Me, I had 23. And Tom, who ties with Jen with 25.
Whoa, all right. You know, Tom can win. But it's only because I missed the episode. So you really should have done this without me. I probably was sick or something and it was already planned. But next time we have to
it was a last minute thing, I believe.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Tom.
Oh, thank you.
Nice
Congratulations
job.
to you.
What does Tom win?
Did you get anything, Jen? Actually, I think you did get drinks at WalkCon, if I recall.
All right,
yeah, I think
first round at WalkCon is
I think we had to both buy you a drink. Something to that effect.
Okay.
Wait, the winner had to buy the other two a drink?
No, I
No,
think
we
had
both
to
buy Tom a drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And also Omar.
Or I buy both of you a drink. Or I buy all three of you a drink because I came in last.
No, it's fine. Omar technically came in last, so he could buy everyone a drink.
Yeah, we'll blame it on him.
And what's the thing that I can't? Oh my god, I'm blanking out.
What?
The stuff he likes to eat at WalkCon.
Skyline
chili.
Skyline chili for all.
The unofficial sponsor of WalkCon.
Yeah, that was right. We talked about trying to get them as a sponsor. That would have been kind of fun.
Whatever the audio shop is, that's like a 25-minute drive away.
Yeah.
3 stops at before every.
It's so interesting that like somebody said, let's get chili and put spaghetti on top of it.
Well, I think it's right. It's spaghetti and put chili on top of it.
Chili under it.
No, it's chili. They put chili under it. First they put spaghetti on, then they lift it up and put chili under it.
Yeah. They dig through, there's like a hole, you just put the chili in and then you move the... No, I don't know.
It's chili with spaghetti on top.
It's chili with spaghetti on top.
That's not bad.
It's just weird, like who... I'll tell you this,
I'll tell you this, man.
I put macaroni and cheese in chili. Have you ever done that?
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does. But spaghetti on top of chili, it looks like the spaghetti's supposed to be like shredded cheese, but it's not.
Yeah, that's
like.
But why is it yellow?
Like if you didn't have the best vision, you would have gotten this. Someone would have put this in front of you, and you would have thought you were getting a bowl of chili with like shredded cheddar cheese on it. And then when you put it in your mouth, you would have been like, "What the fuck is this?"
Why is the spaghetti yellow, like cheese?
I get that. Well, apparently that's
there is.
Even
There's
worse.
a bunch of cheese. There's cheese on it, isn't it?
It's cheese and spaghetti.
Yeah, that's the oddest part to me. It's spaghetti and cheddar cheese.
Yeah,
which is just a weird combination to me.
Well, cheese is good on everything.
Yeah,
not too much.
Cheese never hurt anything to touch.
Like
except
cheddar
people.
cheese and cheddar cheese and spaghetti is like a combo. I'm not.
It's like a.
It's like mac and cheese.
I mean, it's really no different.
Yeah, mac and cheese are like a.
There's really no difference between elbow macaroni and spaghetti, other than shape. But still, to me, there's a problem.
I feel like there's too much surface area for the cheese, so it's a lot of cheese to macaroni, whereas the elbows and the tubes have that whole inside.
Yes, that's why you use elbow macaroni.
Spaghetti.
And sometimes you get some cheese sauce in there, and it's nice.
Yeah,
you bite into it, and it's like biting into a little like a
little ravioli, almost a little tortellini.
Yeah. Whereas you don't get that with spaghetti.
No, you get to.
Yeah. Have you ever had like little elbows with like a marinara sauce or a bolognese sauce?
If you will.
It's weird
because you may get a little bit of meat and a little bit of sauce inside the elbow.
But it's weird because they're so small though. It just doesn't seem right to me. I don't know. I need a big.
You get like a little bit of a larger elbow macaroni.
If you can get me a large elbow, I need a bigger.
Yeah, not like a Kraft mac and cheese elbow.
Joe's looking for a big elbow. Anybody has any of those?
Anybody here have a big elbow? I love big elbows. Tom mentioned the big elbow. I just said a bigger pasta.
Need like a ziti with a hole, like a bigger piece.
Yeah, like a ziti or a penne or a rigatoni.
It'll be a drop if I say it again.
What?
Rotini's good.
Rotini, I love rotini.
I like gemelli. It's not a very popular one.
What's gemelli?
It's just like a twisty.
Oh, okay. I know the twisty one you're talking about. Yeah.
That's very. It's like fully. It's like a screw. Kind of.
It's very. What's it called though? It's very dense because it's a lot of pasta and like.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of thick. So.
Yeah, like that.
But it's good every once in a while.
We have to stop. This is banter.
Welcome to our pasta cast.
Pope and pasta. I bet you the Pope loves it with all pasta.
So new podcast, Pope and pasta.
Pope probably has eaten Skyline chili too.
Pope's, that's right. He's from Chicago. That's right.
Yeah.
Pope's and pasta.
God, do the Pope and Omar know each other?
We will.
I'm so happy.
I want to do
the Pope knows who Joe Creedy is, and that makes me feel really good.
I think we should start it if the show gets canceled. Our new podcast is going to be Popes and Pasta. We will eat pasta, talk about the pasta and different popes.
What a couple of gindaloons we are.
I don't know if I'm allowed to have pasta in here, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys.
I think if you pitch this, Jen, to Dan, I think he'll be on board with you eating
Popes and pasta.
Popes and pasta.
Oh my gosh.
As long as we have ideas brewing for the future, that's all I care about.
And do we have to try to correlate the pasta with the Pope?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do like a pasta dish in
There's 267 popes, so we could have almost as many episodes of that show as we have.
Yes, how many different types of pasta are there, though, Jen?
I don't know.
It says pasta plus sauce. You gotta make it different ways.
You gotta mix and match.
That's true. Okay, it's not just okay.
Yeah, there's a vodka sauce, a marinara sauce, a bolognese, an Alfredo,
pesto sauces.
Yeah, there's butter,
puttanesca.
Right. Yeah.
Carbonara.
This is seafood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm hungry.
Endless combinations.
Endless combinations. Let's end the podcast.
Just for just this episode.
I think we were done a while ago.
I think we forgot we didn't end it already. Yeah. All right.
Did you see?
No.
Light Blinded Fool just posted a picture of a Pope eating spaghetti.
That's our podcast. That's the photo. That's the thumbnail. If we do this. Is that real or is it not real?
No, it's not real.
Oh no! I mean, did you just make that an AI just now, or did you find that online?
I don't know, but if anyone thinks AI is bad, how could you think after seeing this picture?
Found it online. Oh my god!
All right, we really need to end this podcast. I want to remind everyone. I want to remind everyone to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and Blue Sky. Join us over in Discord to continue the conversation there. We also post our episodes on YouTube, so be sure to go to our YouTube page to like and subscribe. We also just released a little short compilation video of the interviews we did with cast for season 3. So go check that out too. I'll put a link for that in there too. Rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts, and check out our merchandise and Patreon pages to support us that way. Links to all the aforementioned information are included in the show notes to this episode. Final words, Jen, Tom.
I think we've said all we needed to tonight.
Manja.
Apologies to everybody. And thanks for listening. You'll hear us next time.